two bedtime stories now. This is my second. My first was a lot more optimistic. This one's a lot more positive. Okay, here we go. Once upon a time, there was a mommy and a daddy. They loved each other very much. They loved each other so much that one day they decided to have a baby. But as the baby grew and grew and grew in the mommy's belly, the doctors began to notice something about the baby. And the mommy was starting to hurt. The doctors rushed the mommy to surgery and they took the baby out. He was a little boy. He was very sick and had a hard time when he was a baby. But the doctors took very special care of him and told the mommy and the daddy that he would be just like a normal little boy. They didn't tell the mommy and the daddy that they noticed. The little boy grew up as all little boys do. He was cheerful and a bit mischievous, but even though sometimes he got into trouble, he was a normal little boy. Or so they thought. When the little boy started to grow up into a man, things began to change. The little boy started to like girls, but whenever he would try to hug them or hold hands with the little girls, they would scream in pain and run away. You see, this little boy hurt people. Not on purpose. He was a nice little boy, but he hurt people. He tried holding hands with one little girl in a movie theater because she said she'd done it before and it wouldn't hurt, but her hands seared at his touch. The next time they were going to see a movie, the little girl never showed up. She became very sick and never saw the little boy again. The little boy thought he may never find a girl that he wouldn't hurt. But one day, a sweet little girl with brown hair came along. She liked sunflowers, and whenever he was around, she didn't seem to hurt. They became good friends, and they were very close. One day, he kissed her, and she didn't scream or whine. The little boy was happy. But time went on, and the girl with the brown hair started to hurt. The boy tried to make it better, but one day he got scared. He reached out and tried to touch her, but as he got close, the girl with the brown hair cried. He hurt her badly, and now she has a scar that will never go away. She never spoke to him again. Time went on, and the little boy met a funny girl. She liked kittens and dinosaurs, and the little boy thought he wouldn't hurt her. He rushed towards her as quickly as he could, but she ran away. The pain was too much. He still talks to the funny girl, but they never touch. The one day, the little boy met a strong girl. She knew what it was like to hurt. She liked comic books. The little boy rushed toward her, but she didn't flinch. He got close, but she didn't hurt. The boy was happy. They spent lots of time together. They laughed and played. Time passed. The boy and girl were happy, but the girl started to feel funny. The boy didn't notice. He was happy. But when she was close, she began to hurt. She tried not to hurt because the boy was so happy. But one day, she told the boy that she'd been hurting for a long time. The boy was sad. He said she shouldn't be close to him anymore. He didn't want to hurt her, so she left. The boy cried. One day, the boy heard a story about a girl who was invulnerable. She could punch trains and not break a pinky. She could jump off buildings and land square on her feet. But the little boy didn't know her. He didn't know her name or where she lived. He knew nothing, so the boy started walking. As the boy walked down the street, people would walk and back away from him. They hurt whenever he got close. But the boy figured if he kept walking long enough, one day he would find and walk past the invulnerable girl, the one that wouldn't back away with the rest of the crowd. And so, the boy kept walking.
Yeah!